Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, last video, we had a bit of an issue trying to find alpha quillback thingies. We eventually managed to suss it out and find them. But, oops, that was a pretty boring start to the episode. It was me going around in circles trying to kill the local wildlife. I've got a feeling this is not going to be as boring. It's definitely a change of pace of what I was expecting. Here I was trying to siege a castle, and now we are standing within the very Fade itself. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much description I can give this, so let's just start going through the Fade.
How unusual.
But how unusual? Yes. This is unusual. There is a warthog head, a fish, a pretty damn tasty looking pie, and a ram's head. Oh, and a skull on either end. Lovely. Well, I guess we should kill the local wildlife. Why are they wraiths? Aren't demons born when spirits are pulled through into the material plane?
Dead.
Do you have demons in the Fade? A plea from the warrior to the spirits.
We should look around.
Shadowed.
Should we look around?
Yeah, I know. Amulet of Cunning. Can I go in the water? Candle. Present the fear to the pilgrim. Fears of the dreamers. The pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountain shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed, I cried in fear of a world with no maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours, let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me. +1 magic. That's useless. So are these people that died at the conclave? And they died with fears, so we're going to try and help their subconscious pass on to the afterlife? Maybe? Okay, Ferelden Medallion of Sir... Oh, God's sake. Hello. So the one thing we did do last time is we did manage to get the Artificer class. Artificer class now completed. We've got...
This place is unpleasant.
Is that an Alluvian? +1 magic. I don't want frickin' magic! I'm not subclassing into a mage. Yes, so we've got Artificer. And that's our trap. But I don't really like the fact that it only goes at our feet. I feel like we should be able to throw it. I wish it brought up like the ring that it does when you have some spells that it kind of pauses combat and you get to place it down. Because I like to be able to throw my traps rather than having to get all up in the thick of it. It's the Pope.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Most holy.
Cassandra.
Yeah, Cassandra, is this a demon preying on us, or is this, like... Did they find a corpse? Well, I'm assuming they dug through Haven. I wonder if they found the actual corpse of the Pope. Is it her?
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
Solus?
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are...
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
How do you know my title? I was given that after you died.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Why do the demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Oh, crap.
The big demon Eramond was trying to bring through.
Yes.
It's nearby.
Yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Should I kill him? Or befriend them? Oh, kill him it is. So the nightmare took some of my memories from Haven.
Run while you can! Warn them!
One less to worry about.
What's going on here?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
I was just late to the conclave. Oh, the Pope's a badass.
your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So it wasn't Andraste.
So this is what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Right.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
To be fair, yeah, Hawk...
Could that truly have been the most holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us. That much is clear.
That's all that really matters.
Nightmare. From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion, save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Yeah, so I mean, Hawk, well, he's gonna hate all Grey Wardens, isn't he, really? There's no getting around it, because every Grey Warden he's met kind of screwed him over. Yeah, Samson, Anders. We've got Leaping Shot and Long Shot. Well, they're both things that we have, so... I've got to get Blackwall some new cheese. Like...
One down!
Yeah, I've got to get a new shield. That cheese is... it was funny, and then I realised in cutscenes there is an element of ruining the mystique. Glass hat. Oh god, I'm full. That's not good.
We have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders.
Corypheus?
You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
I'm too dumb to be scared, bitch. This fucking wraith off me, guys.
I expected worse.
These are but minor servants of the nightmare.
Pity.
Yeah, I was about to say, why would you tempt fate, man? Like... Okay... Over here? The Claws of Dumat. Lovely. What the fuck? Where is this? Aha. Flowers. Fears of the Dreamers. The Freeholder. I watched the Blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened. My body racked by pains and chills. I saw too late the poison had crept into the land. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not overtake everything. Have some flowers. Constitution. Okay. So are we getting random stats, or I'm guessing we'll get the full contingent as we go along? Oh no, hang on. No, it's all the way around there. Where the hell is it? It's right there. Yeah, it's right there. Ignore me. This place is weird. It all looks the same. There's rocks and green. If this guy destroys Skyhold, and I can access the Fade willingly, whenever I like, can we not go to the Black City? And paint it gold again? Dexterity, now we're talking.
What are those things?
There! War. Why are they spiders? Every bloody Dragon Age game, spiders. Lovely. I always want to go the way you're not supposed to go first. So it looks like we're supposed to go this way, get to the Divine.
Interesting.
Is it? Excerpt from a journal. Oh, lovely. Okay. Destroy. That was fun.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
Ooh. Blackwall, you thinking you're not a warden? So he's preying on the fears. So is Blackwall like, I'm not like a warden? Maybe he had some warden friends that died? Preying on all of our fears. Well, mine are spiders, so they nailed mine. That's... Hawk, what are you doing? That there? Suck it, Rage Demon.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Bearing in mind she says that while bleeding out of her eyes. Maybe you should listen to her, demon. +1 coming. I mean, I'm more than happy to take these pluses, and most of them will be useful to me in some way. Enhanced longshot ring. Well, isn't that what I've already got? So can I have 2 of them? What do I want to throw away? Valuables. Oh, there we go. Just destroy all this stuff. And then I think we've got belt of urgency, enhanced longshot ring. So if I have 2 of them, my long shots are now 60% more powerful. So stealth, long shot. That's kind of what we're going for here. And then if we get the Artificer special ability, you get it doubles up all your archer things fire again or something. We're all just hanging back. Like, go on, Cassandra and Blackall. Oh, yeah, we've done that.
Döth ma Herelan, ma banal inasali, marsolas ina Mardin.
Bonal nadas.
I think Solus's reply there was Elven for sod off. It would be interesting to get a translation on that, because obviously there's nothing about the Nightmare in the Fade that would say it would speak English or Ferelden or whatever the
Did you
language
think
is.
you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Isabella is going to die, just like your family and everyone you ever cared about.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Well, that's reassuring.
So, my Inquisitor has the same fear of spiders I do. Okay, that's quite funny. I like that. But this guy is going to die because he mentioned Isabella in a negative manner. So, Spike Trap creates an even larger detonation and leaves bleeding. When an ally crits, you take advantage of their success with reduced cooldown times. You've mastered the proper placement of spikes and levers. But then that's going to unlock elemental mines and the Thieves' Lantern, which I'm not overly fussed about. I'm already at the back. So we're going to go this route, I think. So my mine now does a bit more damage. I'm going to have to get into the mindset of using the mine ability a bit more.
The nightmare is closer now.
Hello.
It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Yeah, no worries. We're just going to fight. Feel free to do some, like, holy stuff. Me and Cassandra are both faithful people, so if you could, like, use a poke gun or something. Ow. Full cowling. Right. Let's get some more memories back. I didn't realise I'd lost more.
demons!
The demons. Very loud.
Go!
Walk out the door. Don't turn around now. Fire mine. Did I just pick up an artificer ring?
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demons!
Keep running!
Ah! Go!
Please don't be angry at me, Cassandra. Oh God, Jesus.
It was you.
Wasn't Andraste at all. Unless you are Andraste?
They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are we gonna have to kill it? So let's make friends with it. Are you her soul?
Are you her? Did you linger here to help me instead of passing on?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Ooh. Our group is split. Oh, Maker, stop it, both of you.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor!
Ah.
The nightmare has found us.
Oh, thanks. Just
Form
save
up.
yourself.
I'm with you.
Have whatever opinions you want, guys, but you need to win the fight first.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Not wrong. Fears of the Dreamers. The Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in victory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny and let this be my decision. Is that a door? Letter in a child's simple writing. The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back, no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now, but the door is open. I'm going to look inside.
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we will end this wretched beast.
Hopefully. Well, we did get a tarot card over here. One way to beat destiny is a tarot card. I'm not sure. I think tarot cards are meant to predict it. Strength. Strength is needed to knock a bow, knock an arrow. Willpower. That's for stamina, I think.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it.
Wait,
they are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
You're like, oh, cool. Thank you for monologuing. You got me monologuing. Okay, well, oh, God. So if we kill the big boss thing here, all the demons go away in the real world. Oh, that's not good. Destruction! Oh, that's the wrong one. Didn't want to do that. Saving that thing for the boss. Sweet. I mean, we are carving through them. We're not losing too much. We've still got all of our potions. Though Solus could probably do with one, but... It's a very wide open space. This is boss material.
It's hard to trust my footing in this place.
Enhanced walking bomb. Aha. Fears of the Dreamers. The Scholar. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Magisters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die from mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Magisters had brought would not destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. That is a very interesting thing, actually. I hope we find out what it was that kind of gave them the idea to drink Darkspawn blood originally. It's all well saying, oh yeah, you know, you just go through the joining, then if a Grey Warden kills a Darkspawn, you just win. But how many armies died trying to work that out? Full draw. That'll do. Is that a vial of Darkspawn blood? Cassandra, helplessness. Oh, these their fears. Dorian, temptation. A Tevinter mage, of course you're going to be tempted with power. Cassandra fears not being able to do anything. Sarah, the nothing, that makes sense. Like, she needs there to be a tangible, like, salt of the earth living. The great unknown is her worst. Solus, dying alone. So for him, I guess that would be kind of like the Fade. The Fade dying, like, because most of his friends are spirits. So he was that heartbroken when one of his spirit friends passed away. That's what it would be. So I'm dying alone. Ooh. People we haven't got. Varric became his parents. Do we know anything about his parents? Irrelevance. Oh yeah, she's got to be relevant. Classic Vivienne. Blackwall himself. Okay, yeah, so you're nothing like a Grey Warden. His greatest fear is himself. So he doesn't see himself as a Grey Warden. I reckon... Cold Despair. Is that the demon he doesn't want to become? I reckon Blackwall probably was the, like, survivor's guilt kind of thing. Can I talk? I can't talk with any of these, can I? That's a shame. I'd like to have talked about, like, if I've got them in my party, I should be able to go, huh, that's your greatest fear, hey? It's interesting getting to see everyone's greatest fears. Maybe I can help them. I can save them with the power of friendship. And alcohol and therapy. But, you know, mostly friendship. Hey, Hawk, do you mind doing something? Oh, well done. Thank you. Don't want to say the years have been unkind to you, Hawk, but we used to be quicker on the draw than that. Sigil of the Deep Stalker. Oh, yes, I want that. Throw away. I don't need Spider Ica. Sigil of the Deep Stalker. 200% flaking damage, minus 50% attack. So my damage output is halved unless I'm flanking, in which case it's doubled. Isn't that really good for me? I'm flanking a lot, I think. So the sigils obviously come to a...
Look!
Shut up. The sigils obviously come with a pretty big negative to them. I'd be interested to know whether they're any good, kind of thing. Like, are we protecting the barrier? Ah, what? What, that's mean? Sod off. Oh my god. Sure, okay. Have a mine. Mine? Mine's fucking useless. Oh, there we go. I think that might have been it. No, it's still there. God, I'm doing nothing. Ah, whoa. No. Didn't sign up for that. I'm higher than you. Oh, he knocked me out of my full draw. Full draw. Oh shit, it's something attacking the barrier. Oh, you're destroying the barrier. Okay. I misjudged that whole scenario. Full draw. Boomsticks. I just want to see this because this was the Pride Demon, so hopefully it'll have something decent. What do those essences do? I'm assuming that there's going to be some form of like grenade, like electricity grenade. Right. Are we ready? I do not know. Why can't I pick them up? I have multiples of some things, but not those. Hello.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed.
I'm picking up all good things for me. I do not need an Antivan chopper. Or a carving knife. Where do we get this shit from? Cool.
All your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Isn't the whole point of the Fade, though, that you can kind of be anywhere you want? Like, if you just imagine it? Like, the Fade changes function or something.
We're almost there.
We're not there yet. Stay alert.
Did we get all of those? Desire. Hang on, where are we now? Because there's... Surely I can look something... the Fade, there we go. Fears of the Dreamers. Did I miss one? Shit, I must have missed one. Oh, no. Oh, my God! It's so big I didn't even notice it. Well, that's just the worst thing in the world. Okay. What do I do? Accessories. So, poisoned weapon. Increased ability duration. We'll go with that. Just got to remember to make sure that I keep doing it. Hey guys. Doc Ock meets Predator. Ah.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
Oh, she's soloing it. Oh, shit. Okay. She's soloing the big guy.
You are nothing.
I know. You can't say anything I haven't said to myself, bitch. Nah. Mine. Mine. Sorry, why are you just staggering around? Okay, we've done nothing to it yet. Oh, this is going to be a slow burner, I think. It's immune to a whole load of stuff. And it's got a shield.
You cannot stand against me.
Okay. Death. Oh, were you kidding me? It's not even there? Fucking disappeared. Don't know why I'm afraid of the calling, but that's fine. Hello, sir. Solus. Solus, you're getting murdered by apostates. Come on. Nope, that's nope. No, why are you not attacking? Let me attack these. They're tiny little spiders. Drowning. Jesus. I mean, it's a fear. Fair play. I like when I see the little explosion going off. It's like, yep, that's one of my mines.
You will die in agony.
Probably. Oh, no. Oh! Did I jump out of the... Well, I know something I'm going to be looking up when I finish this video. That looked like I kind of got flipped into the air and then jumped out of it.
For the Wardens!
Getting down there. Okay, the mines do some legit damage. Okay, Hawk, as far as I can see, you've been useless this whole fight. Where'd that thing go? There it is. What the hell?
I grow fat on your fear.
Just put some mines down here. Wait for him to come back. Come on. Finish this guy off. One for all. Full cowling. Damn it. You got him? You fucking got him. The cheese. Just throw away the cheese, Blackhawk.
We need to clear a path!
Looks almost like a crab, really.
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Hawk will likely die to cover your escape. Stroud will likely die to cover your escape. I mean, every little part of me, every single little part of me will just go, Stroud. Bye, Stroud. I don't know you. I know Hawk. Hawk is mine. So let's try and think of this logically. Hawk is the champion of Kirkwall, incredibly popular, has respect, but outside of Kirkwall, maybe not a huge amount. Has a personal vendetta against Corypheus, knows about Corypheus. Stroud, probably one of the highest ranking members of the Grey Wardens. I don't know much about him, but he does seem to be... How much do we need the Grey Wardens? They're on Corypheus' side. Can we talk him out of it? Blackhawk can talk him out of it. Right. Stroud is staying. Because Blackwall endgame, he leads the Grey Wardens.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor.
We could have run up by now, by the way.
For the Warden!
Just fucking solo it. Just flail. Flail. I'm not sure how much he was actually really doing there, but he died a hero. I think. Maybe? I just think, in terms of fighting Corypheus, Hawk is one of a kind, whereas Stroud is a leader of a group. I'm sure there's a couple of other leaders. Maybe Chlorel survived. Oh, the superhero landing! Did anyone else get out?
She
was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free, and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
Let them believe it.
They need something to believe in.
I suppose escaping by the skin of your teeth isn't as good for morale.
Inquisitor, the archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
He died a hero, enabling our escape.
Warden Stroud died, striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
Blackwall. Sod off. Wardens are banished from Orlais. The Grey Wardens help the Inquisition. They may be vulnerable to corruption. Oh, so can Corypheus just take them back? No, we'll still... Ah, okay. Can I not ask for advice? I feel like this. I should be able to turn around and go, guys, what do you think? We need the Grey Wardens in terms of the Arch... Oh, yeah, no. If that dragon is the Archdemon, yeah, we need the Wardens.
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
There's a lot of negatives there.
Good luck with your Inquisition. Try not to start an exalted march on anything. And take care of Varric for me.
Maybe we'll take over Kirkwall. Never know. I do like Kirkwall, and they've got Aveline there. Sure, she's split up with Donick by now. So I guess the Grey Wall... I mean...
Hawk sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
Let's capitalize on it.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
What are our plans there?
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court.
Oh, the assassination.
Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Yeah, let's go.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready.
No worries.
What was she like?
Yeah.
Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She was cryptic and strange.
She refused to say anything outright. I could have used more direct answers and fewer journeys of self-discovery.
She made a lot of people feel that way.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
That's okay. You don't look very happy. Acquired Master Corrupting Room. Hell yes. Right, well, do you want to talk about it now? Straight away? Oh, no you don't. Okay. I can't talk to you. Maybe Blackwell wants to say hi. Hey, Blackwell. Never not be funny. Oi. Oh, is he going to Captain America one and just rip it
Someone
apart?
I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
That's why we fight him.
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me.
Good man.
There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
We can still try, though.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try. And hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Yeah, I mean, it is still the joining, because you still have to, like, have a 1 in 3 chance of surviving the joining.
At your service.
Okay, nothing else?
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Good. Right.
He's in the Dales. He fights for the people.
Oh, hello. Whoa, what the hell? Grants a major increase to Inquisition power and influence. Grants a significant increase. Mont de Glace, High Ever Accord.
What people?
Oh, you can.
Need him.
That's smart. So you at the end of the game, I can kind of just buy a load of perks. That's interesting, actually. Right. Colotori.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Don't stand.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Please don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Hell yeah, I'll smash you.
Prepare the board, Commander.
At chess.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. And between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Cheat. Tell me about your family.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
I'll play fair.
All right, let's see what you've got.
He's going to trash me, isn't he?
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition or related matters.
And now you've ruined it.
To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
Where's the romance options? There's no need for formality. You can talk to me like casual.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played.
What? I win. I thought I was going to get trashed like Samantha Trainer did for Shepard.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
I mean, it's smart, really, from Corypheus, because if you take a Templar or a Grey Warden and put it on your side, you've effectively got two troops, because you're taking one from the opposition and you're gaining one yourself. So, you know, they're not willing.
Not by choice. They were manipulated by Corypheus.
I'm not sure that's a comfort. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
Tell me more about Samson.
You and the Red Templars' leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why would he serve Corypheus?
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
Don't let Samson distract you. We need to murder him.
Personal history or no, we can't afford pity.
Have no fear. There'll be none. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
So this woman just casually came in, walked to the door. It is unlocked. You can go through. But fair enough. Right. Solus?
Inquisitor, Do you have a moment?
Of course. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
How the hell should I know? No, not really.
I don't believe so.
Ah.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
What did you expect?
What have I done that's so surprising?
Humans are short-sighted, brutish, blind to the beauty of the Fade. Their minds cast in a duality of black and white. But you have shown a subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
What about our friends?
I'm just one part of this team, Solus. What about Cassandra or Liliana?
Cassandra separates matters of faith from those of the world. And she above all should understand how limited that is. Liliana has a brilliant mind, but her faith was damaged. To her, it is all a game of tactics now. But not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor. And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
Okay. So he hated humans, or he just thought we kind of weren't worth it? The fuck are you? Why are you in my bedroom? Lord Trifle's Minutia.
Inquisitor, you have done much, but have you the stomach for the Quizquisition?
Quizquisition?
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. Loghain MacTier is a hero to some and a monster to others. He was also Terran of which Ferelden settlement?
What? Special? Dumat, Urlathin, Coslin, the Common Nug, Minrathus, the Battle of... What? Coslin? No, that's the book. Huh? Matharath.
Matharath is the name.
Incorrect.
No,
An
it's not.
unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
Who the hell is this guy? Why are you in my room? I mean, you can stay there, don't get me wrong, I quite like that. No, I shouldn't have done Matharath. Matharath was the one that killed Andraste, wasn't he? Which was Loghain MacTier, 10 of... That's going to annoy me now. What was it 10 of? Because I was originally looking for... Oh my god, I can't remember the city that's in Origins. I can't even remember that. Oh, I can judge someone. Oh, now that's a throne. Andraste throne.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
I mean, well, this is going to be quick.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Oh, there's another one. What is the other one? Because there's normally 4, isn't there? He dies, jail him and lose the key. Just give him to the Wardens.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
I was kind of hoping that there was one that wasn't death. Like, I know there's jail and lock away the key, but that's nothing. I was kind of hoping it would be, I don't know, making tranquil. I know it's a threat I shouldn't really use, but... it's annoying if there is an extra one that I haven't got yet. Right. Who else?
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this.
Doesn't need to be dragged in.
In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Not a request to be made lightly.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Public humiliation. Oh my god. Go to the deep roads. Jail her. I won't judge a warden. Andraste forgives you. So public humiliation is just a joke. That's just... no. Go to the deep roads is basically saying go die. You know, it's execution through fighting. Jail her, throw away the key. Just saying, nope, not my problem. But I am Andrastian. And she speaks through me. And I forgive you, Sir Ruth.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. Sir Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
I don't know, it seems a little empty. She didn't get what she wanted. Judgment, the good works of Sir Ruth operation. Yeah, I don't know about that because she's...
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Where the hell's this going? Oh. I didn't realise I could get to it from there. Hello, Vivienne.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I saw the Divine, my past.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence?
Seems most likely.
I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Okay, are you just like a magister in waiting or something? Any chance?
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
Of course not, my dear. There's no advantage to such an arrangement.
Cardio? That's an advantage. Alright. Take all my stuff. I need inventory space. Dorian!
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history.
I doubt.
All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Such a critic.
That's the Dorian I know. Critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to, if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
Yes, there's
What is
quite
this
a lot.
about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Feeling a little darkspawny. Oh, it would have been really interesting to bring him, actually. Because he'd have been like... He'd have been... How many Darkspawn how many Magisters of the Imperium went in? Was it 7? 8? So he'd have been like the 8th or 9th Tevinter person to go into the Fade. I mean, I learned a lot.
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one?
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Yeah, but, I mean, I genuinely do wish he'd been there. They went in to go to the Golden City.
It would have been easier if you'd been with me.
Without question. But I'm rather glad I wasn't.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
It's true. It's true. We have a door we can walk through. People, in order to do the same thing, will rip.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Would it, though? Or would he now just be the scrappy underdog? Hello.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word. Was. He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you two involved?
With the two of you?
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome.
We'll settle with that.
Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
He meant me. I'm decent.
I could watch you roam Skyhold all day. Here and there you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you, feed you grapes, rub your shoulders? I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
I mean, I could say the same for you. I mean, I do agree. It would be much better if people came to me.
I've noticed you're rather strapping yourself.
Of course you have. That only takes eyes.
Luckily, I have those.
You do. A rather fetching pair. At any rate, you didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind?
You sure? You sure I didn't?
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
No, I literally just came around to hear you fawn.
I thought I'd never see Cassandra blush. Yet the last time I saw her part ways with you... Good on you, Miss Sayre. Perhaps you can relax some of the stiffness out of that armor of hers.
Whoa!
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part. What's on your mind?
Nothing. Goodbye.
I should...
You know, Rob?
I should go. I should go. Is there a mission? Is it up or down? Down? Down! Hello,
there
Mother
is
Giselle.
Something I wish to... My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Don't like him, do you?
Is that a note of distaste I detect, Mother Giselle?
I admit his presence here makes me uncomfortable, Inquisitor, but my feelings are of no importance. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
We've never met.
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And you want him gone?
I imagine you'd be relieved to see him gone.
If this is what it seems, and it works out, it might be better for all concerned.
Why would they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want to tell him.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
Seems very
They
odd.
believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Is this legitimate?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I'm not going to trick Dorian.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Official-looking letter. Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south placing himself in the path of such danger alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandrel Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us, somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Hallward of House Parvis.
We reached the climax.
Not just us.
Oh, you. This
Okay.
could be serious.
You alright, man?
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
At least Hawk survived.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. Maker's breath, Isabella's going to be furious. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Could you imagine if you kill Hawk in that bit? Barrick would not be happy. I can come back later.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I mean, make it up as you go along, man.
I don't even know how to deal with all this. Just make something up. It'll be fine.
Oh, so we're saving the world through bullshit now?
Pretty much.
All right. I can manage that.
Good.
You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you?
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't sing.
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel.
Glad to hear it.
I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Absolutely. Now. So, Varric.
So, you've been hanging out with Three Eyes?
Yes!
He does good work. Nothing compared to Bianca, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You know Three Eyes. Tell me about Three Eyes.
I take it you know each other?
Acquainted. I wouldn't call us drinking buddies or anything. Guy's got weird priorities. Frankly, I think he's jealous of Bianca. Poor sod.
I'm jealous. I want to build one like her.
I'd love to build a crossbow like Bianca someday.
Then I wish you luck. The world could probably use a few more smiths that good.
No. Let's go back to that conversation, please.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
That's all for now.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Well, I have to admit, I was kind of hoping... Oh, yeah, Dorian. 100% talking to Dorian before the letter. I would have liked to have seen all of those dialogue things, actually, because, like, that wasn't the end of the conversation. You can say more things about it. I want to know more about Bianca.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yes, I live here. Your father sent a letter.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Zevran?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to let him.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
I do like that. I was trying to move my chair, but there's a dog under it. So, I have to be careful. What's the issue between you two?
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married. Because you left.
That too.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer, then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Like, it's one of two things. It's just going to be a guy or a girl with some information, or it's going to be a band of bloodthirsty sort of mercenaries that are literally going to bonk you on the head and take you back to Tevinter. Leliana?
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
Only the strongest survive. I had to save her. No, she saved me.
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Why?
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did she say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, but no, she didn't tell us really anything.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Maybe she... Because you were her assassin. You met us in Dragon Age 2, and you're like, hey, I assassinate people for the Pope.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
No killing. Yeah, I'm always looking to gain. That's fine.
You're always looking for some way to benefit, aren't you?
It's what I'm here for. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Good.
I'll leave you to your work.
Anything new?
I expected the hero Ferelden to be at Adamant, but he was not with the other wardens. He studied the Blight after killing the Archdemon, and may know something that could help us. If you like, I can have agents look for him.
Yeah, good idea. Please, look for my Dragon Age Origins character.
That sounds like a wise choice.
Oh yes, please.
I'll make preparations in the war room. Now, was there anything else?
No, ma'am, please.
I'll leave you to your work.
Contact Hero of Ferelden. That is awesome.
So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
I haven't spoken to Liliana in a while. Like,
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yes, I'm glad.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Andraste's chosen.
I'll leave you to your work.
If anything, it just means I'm that much more amazing. Well, we got Blackwall. We've done Blackwall? Yeah, we did talk to Blackwall, didn't we? Let's just make sure. I mean, I've just realised there is fast travel in here, so I don't have to do that.
Inquisitor?
Yep, we'll talk.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
See, it's funny because Solus kind of had that conversation with us, which kind of felt like he was like, look, I'm really impressed with you.
No one knows who he really is. They never do. You don't understand. Fairbanks fights for us and others. He has to stay hidden. He's like Hood or Illa Edge, Rat Red, She of the Red. Talk often turns to red around the trysting tree. You're old. This isn't like that. This is real.
What the fuck are you guys going on about? Right. Surgeon? Let's go to the tavern. We've done one part of Skyhold, but we've still got Cole. Oh, Harding.
Hey.
Hey. What's new?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Hey!
I should go.
I mean, yes, you're completely right, but hey! Iron Bull!
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Okay, I'm guessing that was more to get her to hit harder rather than
Qunari
actual
training exercise to
sexism.
master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Yeah, what's this exercise?
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
Okay, bonk?
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You know, I get this. I do. If you put yourself in an imagination mindset, because every guy has this, and I'm sure some women have this as well, but I know for a fact every guy has this. When you're just walking along and you've got a song bopping in your head or something, you imagine, you dream, you daydream or whatever about saving someone or being in a fight or, you know, just like being that defiant, almost video game character kind of thing. Like, you just like dying in sacrifice or protecting someone, just something like that. It's daydream every guy has, I swear it. And if you have taken that a step further into into like meditation, you sort of have that moment where you're sort of talking to yourself, you're bigging up this moment in your head and you're taking these blows, and it works. I understand it. The concept is pure. It's clean. I understand it. That's right. Let it out, baby.
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
And you're still here.
I bet, you demon assholes! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
No problem. Happy to beat the shit out of you with the stick again.
Anytime.
Yeah. No, I kind of understand the logic behind it. Uh-oh. Is this about the flirting with Dorian, or is it about beating Iron Bull with my stick?
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Love poetry, I assume?
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse, it takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
Good, yeah. That is a good idea.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing.
We should all write one, to be quite honest. All write it separately, then we put them all together.
I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
do you think it's possible?
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I mean... So it's a nightmare demon, because the way I'm thinking about it here is that with Cole, he is a spirit, and his greatest fear was despair. Holy shit, did I just nail... Like, when I first saw Cole and he was talking, I said he was a hope demon. What's the opposite of hope? Despair. Did I just call something? Did I do a smart? I never get to do a smart. I'm always the last to get, like, the plot hook. I'm the last to get the twist. This is when I find out he actually said, "Hi, I'm Cole, a hope spirit." I've just forgotten that and pretended it's my own idea. So, with that, you had the nightmare demon. What's the opposite of a nightmare? What would hate nightmares? What would hate fear? What's the opposite of a fear? An enjoyment. An enjoyment demon. A pleasure demon. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I must interpret what I saw, yet I am no priest, no philosopher. I am a warrior.
Okay, it doesn't have the answer I wanted to give, which immediately would have been, no, you're giving Cassandra's opinion. You don't have to come up with something beautiful and succinct like a poet would. You don't have to come up with something ultra-faithful like a priest would. We want to know what Cassandra's opinion is. Then I'll write one and you'll get my opinion. Then, you know, Solus will write one, get his opinion. I believe it was her. I am a righteous man. I believe that Andraste saved her from passing over to give us that information.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
True. We definitely want to put the truth out there. But I don't think... I think it's going to be a case of belief. Definitely. Ah. Yeah, I see you. Oh, look at me. I'm just checking the floor in front of Cassandra working out. Yeah, I know you. I know you. Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry, you can't see her. Actually, that looks creepy on my part. I'm just making it in that.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
Let's spend some time together.
I was hoping we could spend some time together.
With you? Always.
We had a cute date in the Fade, you know. You were once a fierce, independent warrior. I intend to ruin that and make you a dependent... Dependent? Somebody who needs something? You are dependent on someone? I think that works. A dependent weakling. That's what love does to you. There we go. You are a warrior, but if I'm in any trouble, I want you to murder everything and throw away every game plan in order to save me. Creme de la creme. Are you standing on that chair?
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Okay, there was one thing that reminded me of this. I thought about it in the last video when he said, like, Adamant Fortress is unbelievably defendable. But it was built in an era where siege weapons weren't a thing. So we should be able to bring their walls down pretty easily with some siege weapons. And it reminded me, there's a show, for those younglings that don't know the show. It is the greatest show in the world. Called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And there's one of them where it's like, I can be... This demon comes back and basically, I can be defeated by no mortal weapons. And she turns around and goes, yes, that's because in your original timeline there wasn't a rocket launcher, and just gets a rocket launcher out and shoots him and murders him. It's like, yeah, well, modern weapons were like pistols and swords in your day, but now we have the rocket launcher, and it kills you just fine. How can we use you, Krem?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, Darkspawn, making knows what. I could take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Do you want to tell me about the charges?
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Tell me of another job.
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
This old Asian guy paid us to clear out some bandits who'd taken over his mine. We got in, took down most of them, and had just reached their leader when the mine collapsed around us. Turns out the bandits were working for the Elysian guy, and he wanted to cover up their agreement. The bandits passed around shovels. We all got to digging. Tracked a lot of dirt into that Elysian's bedroom.
Oh.
We'll talk later.
Ah, I've just realised what you meant by that. Yeah, so he wanted you guys to take each other out. Or die under there.
I see.
Okay.
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
Tell me about Saharan.
Can you tell me more about Saharan?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talvashoth, my people, and the Vince, you were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Yeah, tell me the Fog Warriors. I've always been interested in that name.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
You sound impressed.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
What about the Talvashoth?
Tell me about the Talvashoth.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Oh, okay. So is that kind of saying that the Qunari DNA is quite animalistic, maybe, is feral? And if you don't have a tight leash or an extremely strict religion keeping them all in check, they go fucking mental, vicious, savage. That's interesting. Aren't you technically Talvashoth? Although you're a spy, you're still working for the Qun.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Ooh, okay, he hates Talvashoth. Tell me about Tevinter.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
I mean, urban combat lets the... So if you have a massive army, urban combat lets the little guy win the fight. It's like 300, it's like putting people into narrow choke points, etc. But we have you, and we have Sarah. Sarah grew up in a city, so when she learned how to use bow and arrow, she probably does it really, really quick. Maybe a shorter bow, able to fire round sort of round corners, and then sort of, you know, quick reload time. I imagine we'd be okay with an independent group, but the Inquisition itself, with an army, probably wouldn't be able to do it. What's so bad about Tevinter?
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator.
Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
What about the people that live there, though?
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning.
It's a fish finger sandwich.
One time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
Shit, what happened?
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
What kind of person kills a guy who makes fish finger sandwiches?
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
Jesus, okay. Damn, I've been banging barmaids. I love this guy.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Oh, I get to meet the Chargers, all of them. Hey.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
He fucking calls him creme de la creme. I've been doing bad Kunari dad jokes since the beginning. Right, well, what do you want me to call you?
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Oh. What? What? Binding. Hang on, is Creme trans? Are you a woman? When did you know? Okay, hang on. This hasn't been anything Creme said, has it? This is a bit of a jump to kind of get my character to kind of understand that, because I had no idea. I just assumed they were a guy. When did you know?
Did you always know?
Yes. It's not the most fortunate thing to know about yourself, growing up in Tevinter, one rung above slavery.
In Kunadar, Creme would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
Kunathlak.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the Chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Like, that's a really cool thing. I really like that for Creme. It's weird because I've always been an advocate for having characters like that, but not making that a defining feature of them. So, like, they are this second in command of the Chargers, and, oh, by the way, they're also trans, but it doesn't really matter. But some of the options there, I was like, well, hang on, was that even hinted at? It was only when they said, oh, if you need help binding. That's, I quite like that. I just wish there was a few more hints in there we could have got along the way. Maybe there was, maybe I'm just stupid. Rocky Balboa? Where are you from?
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Oh, we just...
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap.
Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Does that mean that every Kunari, or at least bull, knows the recipe for black powder? I'm surprised one of them hasn't been tortured for it or something like that. I also love how it's just like, her, a dwarf. So Orzammar? It's like saying a white person, oh, okay, England? Like, they can come from other places. Why did you leave your clan, Dalish? Again, nickname of Dalish. Might not be Dalish.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
just utter gaslighting every person in her life. It's like, I'm not a mage. No. No, this is an elvish aiming crystal bow arrow. Stitches, healer?
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Somebody just chomping down on smelling salts. How'd you get here, Skinner?
So, how do you join the charges?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Ooh.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Wiping her glands on something or just pissing around the corner? Like, how does she mark her territory? Grim, what's your story?
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain, something like that.
What does he do? I'm impressed. It's a good group.
You've got a good company, Bull.
We do all right.
Man can beat the chargers, 'cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know a tavern with loose cards and looser skirts. For everybody, battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
I like him.
Hey, boss. How are you?
I'm good, man. How's your troops?
I'd like to hear more about the charges.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
What about Fisher?
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
How are you not in charge of the Inquisition? Like, you're a mountain. You must have some crazy stories.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
Giant baiting?
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
You let it chase you?
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
Your group's diverse.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf.
We always want a
They're
crazy
lost.
dwarf.
You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
Tell me about Krem.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
Yep. But you hate Tevinter.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter.
Nah.
But you hate the Vince.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people, it's too much work to hate them one by one.
So, I obviously would never ask this question, but I'm interested for the content. I want to know what's being said in the game. Him being her isn't an issue?
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman.
Fucking
Look,
yes.
I've got horns, you've got a magic mark on your hand that makes demons pop out of the sky. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
Fucking yes. How has this game
See you
not
later, Bull.
received more
Nice
traction on in the LGBT community? Because, like, okay, I have absolutely no issue with you having been born a woman or being a man.
We all did.
I have an issue with you standing on chairs, though. I may relieve you of command for that.
Inquisitor?
Tell me about yourself.
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
Oh. Okay, so I do, just because of what they said then, were you Mulaning? Like, were you a woman, but decided to pass to be in the military? Or were you born a woman, but believe... Actually, no, because of what Bull said earlier. I need to remember what their name is. Aqualune, blah, blah, blah. Just somebody that was born a gender and wants to be another gender, or yeah, was born with the wrong shell. Why do you pass?
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
What did your family think?
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
Oh, that's amazing. If that's an option, I mean, I can open fade rifts. Like, I should be able to do something, surely.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger, I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
Amazing. So what's Tevinter life like?
What's Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage.
I'm of the Separati. Citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How do they do that?
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? He had Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
He had, slave labor. Lovely.
It's difficult to compete with someone who doesn't get paid.
That's Tevinter. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium-owned slaves
Business owner, and then had to sell himself into slavery. How did you end up leaving?
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to a sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my paths, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
Passing is illegal.
It's against the law to pass as a man.
It's a crime to lie on an Imperial application for service. Would have been a heavy fine or slavery. For 10 silvers, the healer said he'd tell the Tribune I was sick in the head. Some pity for the mad little girl. That was when I hit him. I'd served for a few years. I was good at hitting.
Good man. That's, okay, like, I kind of understand that it's illegal to lie on the form. But, yeah, it's just extortion all the way for them. How did you get away?
I'm surprised you escaped from the Tevinter Imperium so easily.
It's not like I lived in Minrathous. I was in Trevis, not far from the Navaran border. It helped that I was being chased as a deserter, not a runaway slave. Slave hunters only get paid for what they catch. They're efficient bastards.
We'll talk later.
I really like
Your worship.
I really like them. How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas,
yeah,
I'll let you know.
We've got your other one, so that's
We'll
fine.
talk later.
Oh, Cole and Sarah. Oh, that was so good. I really, really like the inclusion of it. Because it doesn't feel forced. It feels like it's just there. It's just that my character got there before I did. Like... Sarah, hi.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I mean, it's a difficult time for everyone.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted-down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird.
Okay.
Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
Denerim. That's what I thought Tear Loghain was the Ten of. So, the thing is, though, with the Wardens, it's very easy to associate them with bad, with evil, because they only show up after a Blight has shown up. What do you remember from Denerim?
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
Hero of
People
Ferelden?
talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
It's true. It's true. But it's interesting. I wonder if there was someone called Sarah in Denerim.
You have a problem. That
Many.
over there is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging. And they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
Honey, I grew up reading the Beano. Dennis the Menace, Minnie the Minx, they're my go-tos. I want them at their best.
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary bleary. Come on.
As long as we're not hurting them, like pranks, like, oh, there's a smiley face drawn on my coat or something, like, you know, something little.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Yeah, if it's gonna make you straight, like, maybe. Like, hint, hint. Cullen?
Right, general uptight is gone. Have a search about.
What?
Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh.
His desk?
Right, general uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh.
Desk?
What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
I won't diminish my general. Yeah, what do you want to do?
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
There's a very twisted, incorrect logic to that.
Right.
Okay.
Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too
Oh,
much.
not Josephine. Josephine is little Bay. Oh, it's pointing at me towards the direction. The door. Let's have a boxing glove behind the door and knock her out.
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
It's where I go, Liliana goes, Cullen goes, because we have to go through her room to get to the war room.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever.
Yeah.
Next up.
I mean, okay. I guess sloppy boss. Sarah, why are you just sitting down?
Right, something to get our shadow of birds loosened up. Gotta be something. Have a search.
Okay. A fine time to close a border.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
That's Solus, wasn't it? It's the Inquisitor and Sarah.
Nothing to worry about, Solus. It's just me and Sarah.
Well, all right then.
Ah, what fun is that? Let's go.
Just disappointed her so much.
That was fun. An Inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the Herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Anything to keep us inspired. Like, if it genuinely has that positive approach, then morale is extremely important.
Whatever it takes. I'll start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Yeah, well, I'm the Herald of Andraste. She can't tell me off.
our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile.
The winding road?
Uncertain Paul for home
Along the winding road.
A man. Back, yeah? Always good.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I'll be back if I need you.
We had a good time.
Go on.
Can I jump out this window?
Do you know what? There's you, yes.
Oh, okay, no, I can't.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
As soon as I go in the room, it's her to talk to. Yeah, I can't get away from it. That's a shame. I wonder if that room, that window was made to be able to leave. Right, go.
Could be better.
Cole?
No. But you like demons.
Like spirits,
I enjoy
not
the
demons.
company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
Hi.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
He doesn't like demons. He likes to just know.
Cole, do not ask the mages to bind you in a blood magic rite. That's an order.
You don't understand.
Yes, I do.
If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
That's true for everyone, man.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
No. Look, we'll figure something out.
There has to be some middle ground between do nothing and bind Cole with blood magic.
Indeed. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well.
Hell yeah.
The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
It's okay. We'll make sure we do get that for you. Just do the old talk to again and see if anything crops up. Hey, man.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
You've done odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
You left plums by the window?
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
And spider webs help healers.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds, like spider webs.
The plums are already dead. They don't mind helping.
Huh. You burn turnips?
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
They smell like turnip stew, which somebody said they remember their mother's turnip stew.
You needed that soldier to smell them, so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
That's so sweet.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Okay. Shut up. Oh, I love him.
From the fight.
Oops. I think that might be everyone. Just go talk to... Oh yeah, last time we talked to her,
You are
wasn't anything?
quite distracting, you know.
Yes, good. I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot. One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
True.
That's enough for now.
True.
We shall speak again soon.
We shall speak again. I think that's... oh, that keeps on cropping up, that one. Right. So what we'll do now is, I believe... well, we need to get some... we need to take in the missions on the war table, and then we will set some new ones.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
No.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Yeah, all right. We need to... I don't even think we started it, did we? There is bring Dorian to the Golden Lantern. Maybe we'll do that before we end the video as well. Oh, excellent. Right. Increase inventory capacity. Hello. Adds one more potion slot for all party members. That's pretty good. But wasn't there that Deft Hands 4 points needed in the category? We've got 2. 3. So, gain a collection of tier 1 herbs. Training in spotting where the pattern breaks in nature. It grants a significant increase to the discovery range. That's pretty good. Grants an additional 50% XP for each foe studied, including those already done. So yeah, let's have that. Read Jenny in the bad books. The caravan spotted by Sarah's friends was abandoned after our offered to buy it. There is no documentation to show who arranged it. It appears our scrutiny was enough to scare them off. The name of our enemy was Dorian's one.
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
There was a bit of fight. There was a bit of a fight at the mine, with bandits apparently, and not even Darkspawn. I'm pleased to report that the Darkspawn were cut down with relative ease. We've set up an outpost and recruited locals to begin mining the gold once again. Indeed, I'm told they're more than happy to do so now that they're being protected. We found some useful information in the bandit cache, and any efforts to gather coin at Skyhold will now be much easier. Awesome. Protect Val Gormand, improving morale. Our work continues in the approach. It's a difficult post, but our soldiers are determined to represent the Inquisition as best they can. Morale flags at times, but we manage. Perhaps a distraction would help. We can see about sending books. The terrain in the approach is unkind. Our soldiers would be more comfortable if fitted with proper shoes. Simple comforts can go a long way, and rations don't lift a soldier's spirits. We can see that they have a good meal at the end of the day. I don't know. Oh, speak with Minister Belize. Forgive the late reply. Wonderful as it is to hear from you, I have just ridden from troubling in the Dales. The Civil War has made managing my holdings even more difficult. It would be much easier if I had the ear of the Council of Heralds, but alas, fortune has left me poor in that regard. The Inquisitor is always welcome at one of my humble fates. I only regret that it may not be as grand as I would like. Please, dear lady, promise me you will warn his worship that my preoccupation will preclude a richer evening with my guests. With deep regard, Marquise Wiscott.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Serpent of Navarra. I was hoping that would be like the nickname for Cassandra. What else we've got? Nothing over here? Oh, obtain the amulet for Cole. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or a spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatori binding magic. The amulet of the Unbound, used by Raveni seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult. I know a wealthy Orlesian noble whose private collection includes jewellery from all over Thedas. I doubt he would miss one piece. Yep,
Inquisitor.
go for it. Nick it, kill him, whatever you need to do. Hinterland. Contact the hero of Ferelden, damn it. Judgment, the good works of Sir Ruth. The Grey Warden Sir Ruth appears to have taken your forgiveness to heart and has found purpose with stalwarts of the Chantry. She has requested resources to take the word of the Maker to areas where less able messengers might be threatened. Inquisitor, the compassion you have shown has compelled me to act in your name. Where the Maker's word is absent, I can bring it. Where his light has faded, I can rekindle it. I will challenge the worst of Andraste's detractors and inspire where her enchanters cannot go. And if I fall in her service, that will serve as well. Wow. Wow, okay, so Josephine would just say no to her. Leliana, perhaps she could be misinformed, so we trick her. If she's determined to do this, equip her. At worst, she strikes a blow in our name in some forgotten corners. Fuck yes.
To work?
Right, Sir Ruth, I would rather you didn't do this. However, if you do, here is a machine gun. Take the Lord's name and kill people. Right, okay, well, now I think what we'll do before we come off is it would be rude if we did not go to Redcliffe for Dorian. Oh, that's changed. That's cool. Dorian. Oh. He's all depressed. I don't like it. Stop being depressed. No one else has changed. Dorian, Cassandra, and... You know what? Vivienne kind of fits that group. I feel let's bring her. It'd be interesting to see what she says. Like, we're bringing her to meet Dorian and his father. So, oh, sod off giving me the codex for quillbacks. I've done enough like hunting of them. They're extinct now. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what she says here. Because if she's like disparaging to Tevinter in front of Dorian and his dad, I may never bring her out again. I will, however, level everyone up. Sealy has 1 point to spend. Let's get some elemental mines, man. I don't have room for elemental mines. Ooh, okay. Map it. We've got long shot, stealth, explosion, poison. We use all of them. We have full draw, backflip. It's got to be one of those two. I'm going to say the backflip. Maybe the backflip's not as useful. Maybe. 3 points for Dorian. Necromancer. Killing enemies attracts spirits that increase the power of your spells. You mark a target with an attacking spirit, inflicting ongoing damage. If the target dies while marked, the spirit mimics the victim's body briefly to fight on your behalf. Walking bomb. There we go. That's where that comes from. If you are knocked unconscious, a spirit you control takes on your likeness. Okay. So is this the pet class that I've been wanting the whole time? Yeah, you got this, man. Cassandra. Your Templars. Spell Purge. Let's just get you everything in the Templars. Oh, Vivienne, right, okay. Each time a barrier you have expires, the ability's cooldown. Nope, let's just make it full power for longer. Knight Enchanter. Whether it's high fashion or the battlefield, Vivienne prefers to be at the forefront and in control of everything around her. She will personally see order restored by the blade if necessary. Spirit Blade. You create a blade of solid magic to make melee attacks. Sure. You deflect incoming projectiles, sending a shockwave back. Generates charge more quickly, but you expend all charge when fighting an enemy. Okay, well, let's have the defending one. The chaos of combat frightens some, but for you it's a comfortable rhythm. Your mana regenerates faster when you're near hostile enemies. Well, you're going to be melee, apparently. You surround yourself with the magic of the Veil itself. You are briefly invulnerable and can pass through enemies. Whenever you have a barrier active, enemies who attack you will take damage in return. Oh my god. You draw back the energy released by your enemies in your attacks against them. Any successful attack strengthens your barrier. The more you do, the more powerful your barrier grows. Barrier, 30% of damage dealt. Okay. You're adept with defensive magic. Barriers you create take longer to... Okay, Knight Enchanter Barrier is apparently ridiculously good. She has... Yeah, she has Barrier. Okay.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
I'd love that, but I don't have the Deft Hands perk.
This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm a mage,
thank you again.
have to learn how to
That's
defend.
okay.
I will love you no matter what, you know that. But it's not safe to be a mage right now.
I know, Mother.
Right.
Good day.
Good day to you too. There should be elf fruit. I can let the elf fruit go. Elf fruit hit. And there's... God damn it. Thought there'd be a slope up that side. Alright, come on. Everyone into the pub. Herald of Andraste, bitches.
Good day.
Right. I've just realised that I have brought the two sassiest people with me and Cassandra. This might not go well. Sarah. Dorian? Why is it empty? Dorian, I think this may be a trap. I can't find anything. You check out the window? How is that not a door? Okay. Dorian, I think this is your father wants you murdered. 100%. I'm missing something here. Okay. It's outside. The lost city of Barandur. Mages are masters of control. Right. Something isn't right if that place is empty. It's the tavern in Redcliffe. It should be packed. Bring Dorian to the Garland Lantern. Do I have to be him? Rage Demon. Oh, I had to be him. Okay. Right, that's a bit weird. So we just walked in. There was no one in here.
Uh-oh. Nobody's here. This
Yeah.
doesn't bode well.
It's true.
Dorian. Father.
Oh, it's not a retainer.
So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvis couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Just talk to him.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I don't want to ask this because it's so stupid, but like, yeah, like the company of men, like the company of men.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof, as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
Yeah, I've done it.
I've more than heard of it, actually.
No. The Herald of Andraste. I am shocked and scandalized.
Such sarcasm.
You're not exactly subtle, O Lord Inquisitor.
I should have known that's what this was about.
No. You don't get to make those assumptions. You know nothing about the Inquisitor.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
Why is it an issue?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
They were breeding
Only if you're
in...
trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
That's what this is about.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Holy crap. Okay, so in the same time that we've just learned that Krem is trans, they are representing as a man, and they are a man now, we now learn that Dorian's father used blood magic to try and change his son's sexuality. Let's get you out of here, man.
I think it's time we left.
I agree.
Oh, the hatred of that man right now. Okay. I think there's something I'm going to do.
He's a good man, my father. Deep down. He taught me principle is important. He cares for me in his way, but he won't ever change. I can't forgive him for what he did. I won't.
Are you all right?
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there, even if it didn't work out. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
It's entertaining.
I don't know, it's certainly a spectacle.
Oh? I'm so pleased to provide you amusement.
There has to be a reason I keep you around.
Just the one. My wounded pride. At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I'm gonna do something. It's gonna make me feel like crap. Oh, this is risky. This is risky. I could incur so much hatred from all of you.
You got your wish, sort of.
Right. Great.
The sight of you warms the heart.
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchante Vivian into the... She is ambitious. My advice would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
There's something I can't do.
I was hoping we...
As was I.
There was a little part of me. Okay, I'm gonna have to be honest now because it's now on camera. I can't fake it. I may have been going to break up with Cassandra, but I can't.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
I can't. Okay.
That's
Never
enough
mind.
for now.
We shall speak again soon.
I will retract from what I was going to do. That's awkward. I didn't get to see Dorian's full story before I... Iron Bull?
Ah, come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
Should this be private?
Do you want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
What's in the letter?
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
Oh, I'm interested.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step.
I mean, they might betray us.
They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big war ships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
What are they offering?
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
Hell yeah. Is there anything wrong?
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
Yeah, but they like you. You don't want this to spread?
I thought Qunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting.
Yeah.
This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, we'll help you if you convert to the Qun. Yeah, let's do it.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Hell yeah. Sounds great, yeah, that's fantastic. Right. With my dog going crazy because the neighbour is probably in the garden, and how dare they, we'll end it there for today. Thank you so much for everyone going through. The temptation to edit out the attempted breakup with Cassandra.
The sight of you warms the heart.
Shut up, I'm trying to leave you.
That's enough for now.
We shall speak again soon.
I love Dorian. I absolutely do. I think he's amazing. Might start bringing him out a bit more as our mage, actually. Yeah, okay, so anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, for everyone that's come along throughout this journey, even if it's long after the fact of when it's posted. Really appreciate any views, any likes, any subscribes. It's all boosting the serotonin. So thank you, everyone, and we will leave it there for today, as we've had many moral sort of debates here. Long may it rain.